Colombia just found the first piece of alien technology in history, and there's videos to prove it. You gotta see this story. This thing is being called the Buga sphere. It was found in Colombia last month, and scientists have no idea how it was made. A glowing metallic sphere was caught on camera flying through the sky, descending silently, and then something insane happened. It didn't vanish. It didn't explode. It landed, and someone actually put their hands on it and picked it up. This isn't science fiction. This is real, and it might be the most convincing physical evidence of extraterrestrial technology we've ever had, if you can believe it. Videos started circulating of a floating metal orb glowing with shifting lights hovering low over the ground, no sound, no wings, no visible propulsion, and then it descended. I was gonna call it AI generated, but the way the orb moves and the length of the videos, technology just isn't there yet, so it has to be something else. One guy got so close he actually touched it. He says it was freezing cold, dense, and unlike anything he'd ever seen. At first it weighed about 4.5 pounds, but when taken to a lab it registered 22 pounds. That alone raised eyebrows. It literally didn't change in size, but yet become 5 times heavier out of nowhere. But what scientists found next, that changed everything. The Buga sphere was analyzed by a private tech company specializing in electromagnetic detection equipment. What they discovered was impossible. The sphere had no visible seams, no welds, no way of opening it, nothing. But it featured a strange black belt, markings resembling unknown symbols, looking like a strange language that doesn't exist. In the middle, it had what might be a quantum chip embedded into its structure, and its surface, when exposed to fire, it doesn't heat up. They put a blowtorch on it and nothing. It didn't burn or get hot. When splashed with water, it evaporates the liquid instantly, but it stays completely cool. It just doesn't seem to make sense. How can you pour water on it and then it evaporates, but then you could just touch it and it's not hot? X-rays revealed internal mechanisms, real components, not random junk. This thing wasn't hollow. It was engineered, designed, built for some kind of purpose. And here's the thing, just before it was handed over to Mexican journalist Jaime Maussan for further study, the team in Colombia received bizarre messages, some polite, some threatening, and one reportedly from Russia offering a deal for the sphere. Then again, I heard Putin isn't easy to make deals with. That's when the decision was made to get it out of Colombia. With official clearance from local authorities, Maussan brought the sphere to Mexico, where it's now under secure analysis. Could it be alien tech, or just a surveillance probe, a UFO from another dimension? Or maybe I just been watching too much Joe Rogan. I don't know. You let me know in the comments what you think. Is it real or not? I'll see you tomorrow.
So you see, they discovered this sphere in Colombia. It was flying around, no propulsion system, the type that we're familiar with, and it has strange markings on it. All right, so they found this last month in April, okay, and it's been all over the internet. All right, and I know a lot of y'all been sending me this, okay. So here's where my expertise and age comes into play. Remember when I told you you have to study everything to know about anything, because the world you live in is fake. It was made by aliens. All right. We don't live on a planet floating in outer space. You live in a biosphere underwater, all right, that we call the dome. And it's at the bottom of an ocean on a planet called Tiamat. That's where you live at. All right. Now, the reason I keep telling y'all that is because you have to put shit in perspective. Okay. This is a fact that you live up underwater in the dome. Okay. That's a fact. Now that we got that established, and now that we established that for us to live in a fake environment, somebody had to make it. All right. Or people. So now that we got that established, everything in this, everything they telling you is real is fake. That's why they call it the Matrix, because they're lying. You keep seeing the fakeness and they just keep lying to you, telling you it's not what you think. It's not what you think. You know what I'm saying? So let's tackle this. Okay. Is this the first time a sphere has, have we seen these spheres? And I'm gonna use this as a sphere. Is this the first time that we seen these spheres doing shit? No, it's not, people. All right. So these people, look, man, these new kids, all right. And I give them their props because they making shit happen as far as putting content out. But to them, it's just content. They're not interested in the truth. They don't even do no research. All right. Look, but it might be maybe they don't know. All right. But I know. And I'm all about the truth. Fuck content. All right. Let's take a look at where we know these spheres from. And this is a very old video, people.
couple of lights down there somewhere.
This controversial film appears to show strange objects hovering above a cornfield. Below, complex circle formations appear.
What you're seeing behind me are the same spheres that they done found in Buga, Colombia. All right. These spheres have been coming to biosphere Earth for decades. I wouldn't even say decades, for thousands of years, because they go back in antiquity. If you go back and look at, I'm gonna find one of those old ass paintings. They got the spheres in the old paintings. All right, they got the spheres in the old paintings, going back to the 1500s. All right, these spheres are a means of communication that we don't know who is using. All right. Some say the Greys, and I'll tell you why we think that in a minute, but they've been trying to communicate with us, all right, for a while. But see, here go the kicker, man. This is what I'm about to explain to y'all. This is what I be trying to explain to y'all. Why? Is it hard? Look, is it so hard to communicate with us? I done seen the Greys in person. Under sleep paralysis. 3 of them. 2 of them at my feet while they doing. Is it so hard to communicate with us? No, it's not. You've been abducting us for eons. There's so many people that got authentic, real stories, real shit about being abducted. I've seen them personally. I've seen these little motherfuckers personally. So look, I'm saying all of that to say, look. Well, let me show you the connection. So the spheres you see in the background are making crop circles. Okay, that's what they're doing. They're making crop circles. Okay. Now let's take a look at this other crop circle. All right.
Winchester, England, August 15th, 2002. A crop formation bearing the image of what appears to be a gray alien emerges in a wheat field. At the bottom right corner of the image is a disc-shaped object containing what some believe to be binary code, a computer language consisting of ones and zeros.
There was a crop formation that unmistakably looks like an extraterrestrial, the proverbial gray with the almond eyes and the triangular-shaped head. And there's also at the bottom, there seems to be a computer disk and what looked like binary code. The message allegedly says, "Beware the bearers of false gifts and their broken promises. Much pain, but still time. There is good out there. We oppose deceivers. Conduit closing."
It was warning humanity about the deceivers, about dangers.
It essentially shows that they're trying to somehow communicate with us.
So somehow they still want to try to communicate with us as if it's a difficult thing. All right. As if they can't kidnap the president. All right. And beam him up and hold him up in the sky like Superman or something. And then tell everybody, what the fuck they got to say. All right. Look, there's plenty of ways they can do it. These motherfuckers ain't trying to communicate with us. Right. This is deceit. All right. Now, also, though, you got to understand something. First of all, the first mistake that humankind seems to do every time we contacted by an outside source is they think it's for the good. All right. I mean, they always believe the source and all of this shit. All right. We are so naive. Okay. Very, very, very naive. And see, that naivety comes from not knowing where you at. This is why your boy Raw, I'm not naive about shit. I don't trust nobody, especially these motherfuckers or any motherfuckers that come because you could have been came. You see what I'm saying? That's what I be trying to tell y'all about y'all religions and shit like this. Y'all niggas is believing in these gods and you ain't heard from these motherfuckers in 2,000 years, as if they can't come and communicate. Jesus been gone 2,000 years. You think he can't come back? See, this is the biggest red flag of all, y'all, that y'all not paying attention to. When did these biblical figures come? At a time when man was what? Dumb, stupid, ignorant of things that we could not see. Did anybody during Jesus' time know what an atom was? You know, an invisible atom. Did they know about gamma rays and all of this? No, they didn't. So, since they didn't know about cell phone rays and gamma rays and all of this and simple shit like how a remote control works by shooting rays out, you know, to a device, then you could trick the fuck out of them. They had never seen a gun, people. So you could trick the fuck out of them. Jesus walking on water wasn't no motherfucking miracle. It was more than likely technology, 99% technology. All right? They have no clue. And these motherfuckers got advanced technology from us today. But we know if Jesus came back today and walked on the fucking water, every scientist in the world would be investigating how the fuck he do it, and we would figure the shit out. This is why these niggas ain't came back, man. Because we are smarter today than we were 2,000 fucking years ago. That's just it, plain and simple. All right? Now, the message that was in this crop circle is beware of the deceivers. This whole world is built on deceit. So what was the Greys reminded? Was the Greys trying to tell us, you know, was the message trying to tell us that the Greys were the deceivers? All right, the gray aliens were the deceivers? Or was the message trying to tell us that, you know, the Anunnaki are the deceivers? Here's the thing. They all are deceiving us. Ain't not one of these alien beings and came down here and told us the whole story of how he was made and who's controlling us and all that. Have they? Not the Pleiadians, all right, who done gave all this information to Billy Meyer and made him, put out books and all of this shit. Not Jesus himself in the Talmud of Emmanuel, and that's the book of Jesus coming straight out his mouth. Because Jesus is one of them. What did Enoch tell you? They took Enoch up. The angels, physical beings, came and got Enoch in a spaceship and took Enoch up to the heavens above us, which is 10 more biospheres above us that they just call heavens. What did Enoch tell you he saw up there? Mountains of gold, silver, and precious metals, iron, ore, and shit. What do God got to do? What is God doing? What? He need gold and silver? What the fuck he need precious metals for? If he the creator? Y'all don't think, man. Y'all don't think the whole Enoch story is a psyop. All right? It's a psyop. Y'all not thinking correctly, fam. Let's listen to this girl real quick before this video gets too long.
So did you guys hear about the Buga sphere that was discovered in the forest in Colombia? And they use AI to decode the language. Wait till you see what it says. So interpreting the text through AI, it says the origin of birth through union and energy in the cycle of transformation, meeting point of unity, expansion, and consciousness, individual consciousness.
So the sphere's strange markings, AI, isn't AI a motherfucker? Has deciphered it to find out what it says. All right. Now, they don't know what this means. But see, they're not reading it correctly. And I studied it all night and I figured it out. All right. Not only do I know what it means, they're not reading it correctly. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what it means. Not here. I'm going to tell you at the conference on Sunday. So get your tickets to the conference. Yeah, we doing cliffhangers. Get your tickets to the conference. You're going to want to hear what this means, because as I just showed you and went back, they've been communicating with us through spheres for a long time. And this is another communication that you're going to want to know what the fuck it means. I guarantee you that. It's your boy Raw, man. Get your tickets to the conference. It's on this Sunday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Get your tickets.
Get your tickets to the next online conference event today on the god known as Abraxas.
This is the true light you see in the afterlife, but the Archons have the power to alter reality and make you see whatever they want. Running into the darkness is no escape, for they are waiting for you like prison guards guarding a prison planet. The true way out of this matrix is to get the Soul Trap session and learn what to do in the afterlife. This is the only class in the world that teaches you what to do when you die. Otherwise, you end up like this.
God is not up in the sky, people. It is inside of you. This is the true essence of your spirituality. This is why they poison our food and water with chemicals, to keep your body polluted and keep your mentality in a fog state. But knowledge can overcome all of that pollution. Learn how, get your book today.